So your philosophy is to teach music and then to benefit the community with the music that you're teaching these kids. Is that basically right?
Yeah, benefit the community, and we always pick charities where our students are interested in. Like one of my students' wives was inflicted with ALS, so we did ALS benefit. And then cancer is always a big one, to do, which we do once a year. And the biggest jump was one of my students' fathers was a firefighter at 9/11. And he introduced me to this firehouse and this ladder company in New York City. His name's Chris Maloney. And we started doing the 9/11 show because I really realized a lot of my students had not been alive when 9/11 happened. So I wanted to bring them a little more awareness about how unbelievably important that was in American history and what the feeling was and what it was like to be a New Yorker at that time. And so that's the 9/11 show is the biggest show we do every year.
So somebody is asking on our chat, do you know Willie Nile?
Willie Nile. I know a lot of Willies. Being on the road, and no, I don't think that rings a bell. But if they were a little more specific about where and when,
okay.
I probably would.
He plays New Jersey, is what he's saying.
Probably not. I haven't lived in New Jersey in 30 years.
Okay.
So I haven't been back there living since I went to college in Pittsburgh.
Okay. So I love your philosophy. It's kind of like a whole package deal to me. Is that you?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, all the students are required to play in the shows and raise money for our charities and get people to come. That's a requirement. You're not allowed to not do one without the other in the studio. So
you're teaching them history. You're helping them connect and feel. I can imagine that if a kid is playing, just to be able to perform is part of it, but to be able to form with a purpose and something that means something to them is extraordinary.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's a really fantastic feeling that the kids get, keeps them in lessons a long time, builds self-confidence. It's great for college resumes. It's part of church service and community service, and yeah, it's the whole package. And I think the kids stay involved for much longer because they know they're doing something good with their music.
So how many kids are you actually teaching?
80. I do 80 a week.
Wow.
75 a week. I think we have about 600 in the whole studio, but I teach about 80. Yeah.
Wow. So we have somebody on, former Jersey girl, props to. Let me see. I think I'm having a hard time reading this. Can you read what Dory said? It's not coming out. What did she say? Former Jersey girl.
Props to Sam Ash for partnering
on this. You know what that means? No? Okay. Well, Dory, if you could write that a little bit clearer, we could understand. I can't exactly make out what you said, but I'd love to hear it. So you have that many students, so it's a really great model.
Oh, yeah. I always like, that's my job. So, if you want to find me and you want in on my schedule, I will find, if you want to practice and you like what we do, I will find a way to teach you in my schedule.
How many, so what age group are you teaching?
Presently, my oldest student is 78 and my youngest is 5.
5. What's the 5-year-old doing?
Awesome. Yeah, he's just fantastic. He's like full of energy. And he just plays his little chords and screams and yells and everything. He's totally into it. Likes to bang around on guitar, plays Green Day, plays the Ramones and stuff. Yeah, he's great. He's been in lessons probably about 6 months.
Terrific. So Chris wants to know if you teach ukulele.
Yes, I do. I personally teach drums, guitar, bass, mandolin, banjo, and ukulele.
Wow. You got a whole thing going on, don't you?
Yeah, I try my best.
Say what?
If it
has strings, you'll string it.
Absolutely.
So you're teaching them also individual and as well as in groups?
Yeah, as part of the business model for the place, I try to keep my, very affordable lessons, but all the jams, that's my donation to the charity in the process. You pay for lessons, But all the jams and the preparation and all the little meeting with and becoming friends with the other students and playing together, that's all donated time that I give as part of the lesson process. So as we get closer to the studio, closer to the concert time, we start ramping it up where I'll do 15-hour days, band after band after band, just getting through songs one after another. And the final concert's usually about 80 songs, about 7 hours, each benefit concert.
Is 7 hours?
Yeah, it's about 7 hours.
Wow. And how much have you raised?
It's hard to. I think we've been probably part of about $50,000. We have a studio band that Bella and Gabrielle are in called Soulshine.
Uh-huh.
That's the studio band, and we go out and we're just like, we'll play any place that for a benefit. And so we've done like an MS thing that's raised $20,000, but the studio probably is close to about 20, 30 or something like that over the past couple of years. It took a while
amazing.
to get going.
Uh-huh. And so is anybody doing anything like you in the country, in the world?
I hope not.
Uh-huh. So where do you want to take this? What's your aspirations?
I think my aspirations is to bring this vibe and find really good teachers. The thing that I came up with was because it was kind of hard to find teachers that had the same kind of commitment as I had to the mission statement. And so what I came up with is now that all my students are now entering high school and college and paying for college and stuff, what I've done is I've started hiring my own students to teach the younger kids. So that's what Leah, which you're going to see Leah plays with the girls and stuff like that. So I'm starting to teach my 18, 19, 20-year-old students how to teach, and therefore they can, since I taught them, they can teach them how I taught them and have that commitment.
I think that is just fantastic.
That is a good idea. I'm glad
It is a great, you really are amazingly creative.
Thank you
You
very
have
much.
been able to come up with from point A to point Z. Maybe. Okay, let's not maybe go to Z yet because you're not done.
Z.
Yeah, forget Z.
X.
I mean, I don't know where you are, but you've come from point A, and you've really touched upon some great points here in the development of children, teenagers, like making it full circle. I mean, they get to learn to play, they get to perform, they get to give back, they get to teach. I mean, it's such a great combination.
Yeah, and then, I really, really like the idea that the new student teachers are really embracing the whole mission statement wholeheartedly. Because it was kind of tough trying to transfer that energy to people outside of the inner circle, but now I don't have to, and that's really good. So that's where it comes full circle, because then I'm passing down long after I'm no longer to teach anymore, long after I can't teach anymore, they can bring it on forever.
Well, they'll have it forever.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, they'll have the... And so how does this feel to you, what you do?
It's a great job. It's a fantastic job. I really like doing it, and it shows, right? And it shows, you'll see, like, when you see the students play, you'll see how much fun they're having. I mean, Bella and Gabrielle have done at least 30, 40 shows with us already, and so they're concert veterans, and the girls are smiling, and they love it, and it's just great.
And they're young. To be able to be 13, 14 years old, to have the self-confidence, because I've had an opportunity to meet these young girls, to have the self-confidence that they have, to feel so good about themselves, to be able to get up and perform, they'll be able to do anything they ever want to do in life.
Oh, yeah, I actually think that. I mean, I see it every day. I see every day how people's personalities around 12 or 11 and 10, they just change from quiet to speaking their mind to completely confident individuals, and it just like bleeds into every part of their personality.
Mm-hmm. And do you see that with adults as well?
Absolutely. And,
so you see it with everybody?
I see it with everybody. I couldn't be able to do the job unless I knew that the lasting effects of music, it can be embraced by anybody if they just give it a try and embrace the vibe and what music brings to everybody. So I try to bring that vibe, and once they embrace it, they I mean, a lot of times it's a lot of fun around you.
I bet it is. So let me ask you, can you teach anybody to sing?
I can teach anybody to do anything with music. Even if it's just banging a rock, we will put you on stage and we will find a place in a band for you, and we will let you express yourself.
Because I have always wanted to sing. Always.
You should sing.
So I'm making a commitment.
Okay,
I am going to contact Bob. I am going to take lessons, and one day I'm going to come on this show and sing.
Yes, that's the big promise to make. We have the Christmas concert December 9th at the Lincoln Theater, and you can sing with us.
By December?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, my God, I hope so. From now to December, July to December, you're saying I could sing?
I have absolutely no problem knowing that you will be up on stage playing with us in December.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Yay for me. All right.
Yay
for me, because I'm coming. I'm doing it. I've always wanted to do it, and I'm making a commitment to do it, and I'm saying it right here, right now.
There you go. You're breaking free, right?
I am. I mean, why not? And it's something I've always wanted to do, and I'm just going to have to invite the whole world to see it.
That would be awesome.
I'm going to do it. So with that, why don't we bring on Bella, and who are we bringing on now?
Bella, Gabrielle, and Leah.
Okay, so our first act of the night are these three beautiful young women, and they're going to perform for us right here. Hey, Bella.
Hi.
Hey. Beautiful guitar. Oh, that's a pretty thing on your guitar. Is that how that guitar got that way, or did you make that? Flowers.
It came like that.
Oh, how pretty. So you all are in high school?
Middle school. Well, I'm rising 8th grader.
You're rising.
So rising 8th grader.
Yeah.
I just graduated from high school, from Wake Forest Roseville, actually.
Okay, so you're on your way to college.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're one of the students that Bob mentioned that you kind of grew up doing the music, learning how to play the music, and now you're actually teaching the music.
I am. Yeah, I just started a couple months ago, actually, teaching.
So tell me something. So you started at what age?
I started playing guitar. I got my first guitar when I was 18. My birthday's on June 12th, and my parents got me this guitar right here for my birthday, and that's when I started playing.
So do you love it?
I absolutely love it. There's not a day that goes by where I don't play.
What do you love about the whole thing?
I love how I can be within myself and play, and I feel complete, and I feel like I'm not alone. I love that it's such a universal tool that you just whip it out when you're around a crowd of people you don't know and everyone's together singing.
Wow. And then you get to teach now.
Yeah.
And what is that like?
The first day was pretty hard. It wasn't as much hard as I was nervous. But right now it's fulfilling when you have, a little girl and she's got her favorite singer is Adele, and I teach her a song and she's playing it and she loves it and her whole face brightens.
Sounds wonderful. So, the two of you that are Bella and I forgot your name again.
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle, thank you. Okay, so the two of you, how long have you been playing? Bella, you first.
I've been playing since I was in 2nd grade.
Ah. And did you ask your parents to play, or they saw something in you?
Well, I asked my mom if I could play because I just was so excited, and my dad, he played, and my uncle, so I was just always around it, and I just wanted to try it.
Right. Okay, and what about you, Gabrielle?
I've only been playing for a little over a year.
Wow. Did you know you'd play so well?
I did not. No one in my family is very musical. I just kind of started listening to music, and I felt different, and I decided that I wanted to try it.
And did you know you could sing?
I kind of did, because I grew up, just singing around in my room and stuff, but I never really knew, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You're amazing. Just think everyone can just sing some music.
Yeah, really. Okay, hold on a minute. We have a caller. Hello?
Hey, Meryl, it's Olga.
Hey, Olga.
Hi.
Are you listening to this?
I just started listening and just wanted to be able to get in here even though I'm a little bit late. I just started.
We're glad to have you, as always. Just now listen to these young women. You're going to be blown away.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
Young women and blowing away.
Me too, honey. Right on. And then you're going to see me on stage in December.
That sounds good.
Maybe you'll
I
come
can't
join
wait.
me. All right, good. All right, so are you ready to play for us?
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay, good. What are you going to play?
You're So Vain by Carly Simon and To Rhiannon by Stevie Nicks. We'll
All
put them
right.
back.
Go right to it.
You walked into a party like you were walking onto a yacht. You asked strategically to the whole one night. Your scarf it was apricot. You had one eye in the mirror as you watched yourself go by. And all the girls dreamed that they'd be your partner, baby, your partner, and you're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. You're so vain. That you think this song is about you, don't you, don't you? You had me several years ago. I was so quite naive. Well, you said that we'd make such a pretty pair, and that you would never leave. But you gave away the things you loved. One of them was me. I had some dreams, there were clouds in my coffee, clouds in my coffee, and you're so vain. Probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. You're so vain. That you think this song is about you, don't you, don't And it rings like a bell through the night. Wouldn't you love to love her? Take through the sky like a bird in flight. Who will be her lover? All your life you've never seen a woman taken by the wind. Would you taste your promise to heaven? Will you ever win? She is like a cat in the dark, and she is in darkness. She rules her life like a fine skylark when the sky is silent. All your life you've never seen a woman taken by the wind. Would you say she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? Will you ever win? She rings like a bell tonight. Who would love to love her? She was alive like a bird in flight. Who will be her lover? All your life you've never seen a woman taken by the wind. Would you say she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? Will you ever win? Rihanna.
dreams of white love's a state of mind. Dreams of white love's a state of mind.
Fantastic. So I just want to say, if anybody is out there and you haven't signed into the chat, please do. We'd love to have you there, and you're welcome to call in 919-518-9773. I just want to ask you one more question before Bob comes back. What has this meant to you to be able to do this, to be able to play, to be able to do the benefits? Bella?
Well, it's a great feeling because not many people can play guitar, and getting just to play and sing with your friends, it makes you happy. It's
Good.
really nice.
What about you, Gabrielle?
I think it's just, like she said, the feeling that goes along with it. I mean, before this, I kind of didn't know what I was doing in life and stuff, but now I realize this is what I want to do, and it's a really good feeling to have, especially when you're performing.
Terrific. Leah?
Yeah, I mean, playing guitar and you just meet so many people. You learn a lot about yourself, and it really is just a lot of fun. I mean, Bob's studio that he has going is a lot of fun. It's really great. Just come on by and you'll be in a show in like 2 months.
Oh, I'll be a show, I'll tell you. You'll crack up. But I'm going to do my best. So, Leah, let me ask you something. You said you learned about yourself. Tell me one thing you've learned about yourself.
I've learned I am a really big country music fan. I mean, that's the first thing I wanted to learn when I started playing guitar. But what I've learned about myself is that to be open-minded about not just music, but anything in life.
Okay.
I mean, now that I'm teaching guitar, a lot of people don't like country. So people want to learn different genres of music, and I love, learning about it and showing them how to play that, and it's a lot of fun.
That's great. And watching all you girls play the guitar, Susiana made a comment about that on our chat right now, is really awesome. So go women.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so stick around. Let's have Bob come back. You stick around because we're going to have a little event afterwards when everybody comes back. So Bob,
Yes.
that was awesome.
Thanks. It's all them.
It's all them. Do they pick their own music?
Here and there. I mean, I try to direct things a little bit more to like what people want to hear, and I keep, But if they like something and people like it and recognize it, and people want to hear it and they want to play it, then we do it. It's completely open. It's back and forth.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Bob.
Okay.
Yes.
For the sake of having great video of the show recorded and everything, make sure nobody else around there is using the internet.
Okay. All right.
All right.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so now we have Daniel. How about if you introduce Daniel?
Well, Daniel has been a student for about 6 or 7 months. He was pretty polished when he came, and he's a student of Mark's. And I got introduced to him through the website and stuff, and he's just amazing. He's he's a one of a kind. There's no doubt about it.
So why did he come to you? Why did he come to your studio if he was so polished?
Oh, because the acquisition of music knowledge is a lifelong endeavor. When I go up to New Jersey, I am already enrolled in guitar lessons in New York City. So I'm going to be taking lessons right along with everybody else this summer, learning new techniques, how to more composition, more songwriting stuff, more recording stuff like that. So Daniel already came pretty well versed. What is yeah, totally.
So Mark is his teacher?
Mark is his teacher, yeah, and what he was lacking was the ability, since he plays solo a lot, was to get him into more of a community band where he has a role and he can be a lead guitar player and like meld with the guys and
I see.
Make decisions on what to play and more band orientated because more of a solo artist.
And that also matters a lot, to be able to play with somebody, to be able to kind of fit in and find your piece when you need to find your piece.
Yes, absolutely. I mean,
yeah.
it's just we have band camps over the summer where we do a whole week of intense, like 6-7 hours a day, and then play all the songs we learned on Friday night at a venue around town. And so Daniel was in with all the metal guys, and we ripped a 2-hour playing Freebird and Renegade by Styx and Don't Stop. I mean, everything. So there was a complete guitar tour de force on
Gee,
that.
I just want to be a groupie. I'm
Yeah,
coming along. So Daniel's here, so he's going to play for us. And so Daniel is known as the world's fastest guitar player. Is that correct?
That's he definitely is that. He has a certificate to prove it, and he's going to show you right now, probably.
Okay. All right, great. All right, so Daniel.
All right. Come on, Dan.
Here you are, Daniel.
Hello.
Hey there. So tell us something about yourself.
My name is Daniel, and I am a solo instrumental guitar player. But also, I do band stuff.
You sure do now. How long have you been playing, Daniel?
I'm 17 now, and I started playing when I was 10. Did mainly acoustic stuff, but I've only been, real serious for about 3.5 years. I moved to electric fairly early on, and ever since I started playing electric, I've pretty much just gone down that path.
And how did you get to be the fastest guitar player in the world?
Very slowly.
What is that? Oh, that's funny. That's a good answer.
The process was basically like I had once seen on YouTube someone break the record before, and basically I just collected all the videos of all the people that had attempted the record before, all the successful ones and non-successful ones, and I took them all and I downloaded them and I slowed them down and got like every little element, all the angles of their fingers, how they were picking, how they were holding their guitar. Some were sitting, classical where the guitar's on this leg. Some were doing this, some were slumped over, so I just looked into every single detail. And then I got the music for the song and learned it very slowly, and, I got it into my muscle memory. And then I just set up a metronome on my phone and just set it at real low, and then went, up 5 beats per minute, and then back 3, and then up 5 again. So it was a really slow process, but it got results.
Okay, so I have 2 questions. Question number 1 is, what do you mean by muscle memory?
Muscle memory is essentially what, like if you're, when you get out of bed in the morning and you start walking and you're not thinking about it, that's muscle memory. Something that you've done so many times before that it's completely second nature. So about 6 or 7 phrases that are in that song are completely in muscle memory. Just like I really wouldn't have to think that hard at all to be able to play, certain phrases like that's just second nature. I don't have to really think about that. Something like that. So basically, the different patterns that were in that song I dedicated into, my second nature.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And so, okay, so when you said you went up 5, how long did that take you to do that?
Well, I had set up the song at a really slow tempo, like say 90 beats per minute, and 4 notes per beat. So the first phrase in the song, or the main phrase in the song, not counting the intro, would be something like this. So I would start about that slow, then I go up 5 beats per minute, which is almost unnoticeable how slightly faster that is, until I could do that perfectly, and then move back in tempo, and then a little bit further ahead, and a little bit back, so that I wouldn't rush ahead and be able to do something that's maybe faster but not as clean. Mm-hmm. And it really helped in the long run, because the way that they judge the record is they'll slow it down and really critique it very, very meticulously if it's done all correctly and if it sounds like both my hands are synced up and I'm playing the right notes at the right time.
How much do you practice every day? How much do you play every day?
As much as I possibly can.
Debbie on our chat says you must be playing the guitar in your sleep.
I actually did experiment with that a little bit. I got this very cool tool called a shred neck, which is basically a cut out of a guitar neck of the first 7 frets or so. And I set it up with the strings and got them really heavy so that it would tax me a lot. And I got into those couple patterns, and I tried to fall asleep while doing them. And I would usually wake up the next morning and I wouldn't be doing it, and I'd be real disappointed. But I was like this close.
Yeah. Well, it happens. So I know that sometimes I hear a song on the radio and it just stays with me, and it's like obsessive. So.
Oh yeah.
So go ahead and give us some sampling of your talent. What are you going to do for us?
Well, I can demo some of the kind of stuff that I did for the official record.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
Well, I'll demonstrate. I have a metronome thing on my phone, and I can, dial this into about 170 and play a snippet of the song, and then I can, pretty much double time that to maybe like 400 beats per minute or something like that, and then maybe go for the all-out super fast one. Oh, my bad. So this would be like 170 beats per minute. So that would be like the slowest tempo, and then something around so about exactly double that, something like that. All right.
Oh, Daniel, honey. Amazing. We don't even know what to say.
Do it at 1300, Daniel.
All right, let me see.
Just show them if they
do a lot of spinning.
Who is your guitar idol, Daniel?
Oh man, too many to name.
Did you all catch that 1300 just a second ago?
No.
That was around 400.
That was
so
400.
Not,
he just did it again. Did you hear it?
Yeah, he wasn't. No, he doesn't do it yet. Go ahead. I know. I've been watching this kid. I know what he's up to. Go ahead.
But one of my favorite guitar players is Paul Gilbert, and I just came from New York to have a week-long masterclass where I learned from him and a few other world-class guitar players. So I just soaked up tons of knowledge from that, and I'm still on a big. I'm still kind of trying to take my breath from that because it was one of the most amazing experiences of my life, and I grew so much as a musician from that experience. So definitely Paul Gilbert is a huge influence to the way I play and one of the reasons that I play music. But let's see here. Here is... Yeah, that's about right. All right, I have to try this a few times.
Oh my gosh!
That was close enough.
How big? How much was that? How fast?
Let's see, 350 times 4.
6, 12, 13, 15.
1400.
1350.
Yeah, and one of my new projects, along with, I have a lot of things I'm working on right now, including working on some odd techniques, working on some of my own music. But in the realm of working on that record, I have I'm working on doing it on a right-handed guitar at 1500 and on a left-handed guitar at 1400 beats per minute. And it will be a new record called Fastest Ambidextrous Guitar Player.
Well, when you do that, will you come back?
Oh, yeah, if you want me.
Heck yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, listen, we have a question that somebody's asking, Chris was asking on the chat. She said, I've seen some photos of you, Daniel, and your hand positions with your thumb, pointer, and pinky fingers are extended. The middle and index finger are tucked under. I'm curious what this means.
My picking hand?
Yeah. Is there a reason?
The way I hold my picking hand is pretty much exactly like a player called Tosin Abasi from Animals as Leaders does. These two fingers, my pinky and pinky and ring finger, are anchored on the body, usually either on the neck pickup or in the middle. So that's used as a reference point so that when I'm not looking, I can feel which string I'm on. And my index and thumb, and I have the weird hitchhiker's thumb. So I hold my pick and take advantage of that hitchhiker's thumb, and that makes the pick completely perpendicular to the string. So it really helps make it glide and make it.
Wow. So somebody on our chat wants to know when you plan on releasing a record. The public needs to know.
I'm just brimming with musical ideas, and I would really like to get them out there, but I have no way of recording drums, and I'm terrible with drum machines, so that's really holding me back. So if anyone has a whole mic kit and they're really good at drums, contact me because I need that.
Okay.
And then definitely, I would love to get some material out there. And I could actually play some for you whenever.
Okay, well, give us another 2 minutes of a sample of what you can do. Can you do that?
Yes, of course I can do that. This song that I'm working on is a complete departure from the whole super shreddy stuff.
Listen, we got somebody on the chat who says they have a drummer for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
She said she has a drummer for you. He's at North Carolina State. He's the best young drummer out there.
Oh, wow. If he's interested, tell him to check out my Facebook page. I have a musician's page under Daniel Heimbach, or my personal page. I really don't care which. Or the studio page for Gift Live.
The studio. Go contact him through the studio, Dory. That would be great. Okay, now give us your sample.
All right. This song exemplifies a thing called 8-finger tapping, also known as piano-style guitar, which is a completely separate thing from the speedy stuff. And I pretty much put this together to exemplify that I'm a very diverse player and that I'm not just all about the wiggly diddly. So here it goes. Excuse me.
are one talented human.
Thank you.
You're
I
phenomenal.
appreciate that. Thank you
And
very
you're a
much.
really nice person too.
Okay, I appreciate that too.
Thank you. And I would love to invite you to hang out a little bit. I want Bob to come back with his other some of the other women that are going to sing with him and play. But maybe one day you can come back and do some more with us. How about that?
All right, I look forward to it.
Oh yeah, Daniel, you're excellent.
Thank you for having me on.
What a talented human being you are. And
Okay, thank you.
you're really good at it, and you're so humble about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I realized very early on that you're not really going to get anywhere in life if you think you're super awesome. I mean, you have to be self-confident, but if your ego takes a bigger place than your desire to be a sociable human, you're not going to get very far in life.
So what is playing in all of this? What has this done for you in your life?
I've gotten the attention of some very amazing musicians, some of which I've looked up to since I've been, a real little kid, which is amazing. It's given me some career opportunities. It looks really good on resumes, things like that, and that's just the record stuff. Just building my technique and my knowledge of theory in general has just been so valuable for music, and it's just what I want to do with my life is be a touring musician and a recording musician. So I mean, it's so valuable.
You're excellent. Your parents should be probably just very, very, very proud of you.
I know they are.
I know they are too, because I would be, and I am. So thank you so much for being here with us. So stay close. We're going to have Bob come back on with our next group. Okay?
All right. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, Daniel. Thanks. Bob, you there?
Thank you.
I'm here.
All right. So you're coming on with Courtney, Catherine, right?
Courtney, Catherine, Mary Ann. Courtney, Catherine, Mary Ann. Yes.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right. Now tell me, what are you all going to do? Hey, now who are you on Bob's right? Who are you?
I'm Marianne.
Hey, Mary Ann, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
So how long have you been playing?
Well, so you should take notes from me because I.
That's why I'm asking you. I got the feeling.
I like to sing, and my son was one of Bob's students. So, my New Year's resolution was not to do something that I changed a habit or something. I decided to do something I aspired to do, and so I've been a student of Bob's since January. And I didn't bring my guitar today, but I will sing today.
And have you always been a singer?
I have, but not in any kind of professional way. It's just an opportunity for me to pursue something I enjoy doing.
Terrific. Well, I can't sing, so he has no idea what's ahead of him.
Well, he can do it, believe me.
Well, I feel like anybody can learn anything. That's what I feel. I feel like anybody can do any. I mean, look, and people have heard me say this before, and I don't want to talk long because I want to hear you play. But when I look at certain actors, actresses, certain singers, I don't see them being able to do exactly what they do, but they do it anyway. And they do it because they believe in themselves. And so I really, truly believe, because I look at the Rolling Stones, and I really don't understand why Mick Jagger is so famous. But he believed in himself and made everybody else believe the same thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to change my name, and I'm going to get up on the stage. So, okay, what are you going to play?
Well, this is the Thursday Night Music Club. We meet on Thursdays, and they combine all their lessons, and we go at it for a couple hours, and we learn a bunch of songs on a Thursday night with all the girls. And so our favorite two-song is John Denver's Country Roads. This is Catherine over here.
Yeah. Catherine, we got a message for you from Pippi. She says you're her college roommate and bridesmaid in her wedding 2 weeks ago. Tell her Tell her hi from me.
What's up, Pep?
What's up, Pep? So, Catherine, how long have you been playing?
I've been playing for a couple of years now. I started with Bob. I wanted to play for a while, and I just had an email come through, and he had Groupon out, and so I figured I might as well just go for it. So.
And is this something that was out of your box?
Say again?
Is this out of your box, out of your comfort zone?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Very much out of my comfort zone. But it's been such a cool experience because since it is, I've learned a lot about myself, kind of like Leo was saying, in the fact that I'm doing things that I didn't think that I ever would or that I could. And even, you know, at almost 30 years old, I have so much more confidence than I did, you know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
You're 30? Boy.
Not yet.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. All right.
Let's see, somebody called Wake Forest said the woman on the left made me finalize that I'm going to sing with my sister and hope that Bob will put up with me too.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Oh my God, we're going to have an entire community from Breaking Free on your in your studio.
How about Courtney?
How about Courtney? Courtney?
Here.
Yeah? What's your
Hi.
story? How long have you been doing it?
So I've been playing now about a year and a half. Catherine and I started pretty much the same time, maybe about 2 weeks apart from each other.
And is this out of your box?
It is very much out of my box. So your story earlier about wanting to sing but being afraid to do it,
Yeah.
that's me in guitar. I wanted to learn for years and years and was a little afraid and overwhelmed and had no idea how to get started. So I got started the same way with that Groupon and very much out of my box, but it's a great confidence builder. I've loved it.
And I think we're all professional women, so Thursday night is so much fun to get away from what we're doing and just see our friends. They've been great friends.
So anybody can come Thursday night?
If you come to jam, you can come.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
Yes.
I'm going to have to find something to jam with.
Yeah, Courtney.
All right. So let's hear what you. What are you going to play?
We're going to do John Denver, one of my all-time favorites, Country Roads.
All right.
Ready, Marianne? 1, 2, 3, 5. Go, 3, 4.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the tree, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gathered round her. Miners, ladies, strangers to blue waters. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty takes the moonshine to drop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mount Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning, how she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get the feeling that I should have been on yesterday. Everyone, yesterday. Everyone, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road. country roads. Take me home, country roads. Take me home, country roads.
Wow. Oh my God. That was fantastic. I can't even, I have no words. That was just fantastic. Is that, I mean, just, did you have another one, or was that it?
Oh, we got millions.
Can you do one more?
Do we know one more?
Do we know?
The girls do. Wish you here? Here we go. You gonna sing this one, Bella? Or wish you were here? What? It's no capo. That's right. You couldn't call Bella. Here we go. Just start right in. What's the first? So start with the C. Okay, right there. 2.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies and gray.
Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail? A smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell?
Did it get you betrayed? Your heroes were ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for cool breeze.
Gold covered for change. Did you exchange a walk on wine in the water for a lead roll in the cave? Year after year, running on the same old ground. What have we found? Same old fears. Wish you were here.
You just gave me chills beyond chills. I'm sitting here and I'm holding onto my heart. I mean, you have just touched me so, and I know everybody in our chat and everybody out there has just been, I mean, just transformed tonight into another planet. So thank you very, very much, all of you, for being here.
Thanks a lot.
And you know, starting next week, our show is going to air at 1 o'clock on Mondays, not 8 p.m. any longer. So I would love to say, you know, in the next, we're going to connect with you. Maybe you all come back and do something again. But I want everybody out there to know that starting next week, next Monday, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be airing same place, just a different time. So please join us again. And also on Wednesday, this Wednesday at 6 o'clock, I have the pleasure of being a presenter at a big presentation in North Raleigh at Wind Down Wednesday. So please join me. If you need information, contact me, Marilyn, at powerofdialogue.com, or just go online and look for Wind Down Wednesday. Anyway, I want to thank everybody that's listening tonight. I know it was an extraordinary show, and these people and the musicians are all fantastic. And it's just been fabulous sharing this night with everyone, and all of your parents and your families and everybody that you know is blessed to have you in their lives, because you're extraordinary. And I'm coming to join you. And when I can figure out what I'm going to jam with besides my car, I'm coming. But I'm going to come anyway. I'm going to be on that stage in December. That's what I want to do that, and you're all going to see it. So anyway, have a great night. Thank you all for being here. Amnon, thanks for everything. Bob, thank you. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye.
Thanks for having us.
Our pleasure. Bye.
You are tuned to the Nissan Communications Network. Our weekly lineup of call-in programs includes Computers 2K Now with Amnon Nissan, Sundays 9 a.m. till noon. Carrie's Psychic Cafe with Carrie Silkowski, Sundays 8 till 9 p.m. Health In with Debbie Bruck, Mondays 11 a.m. till noon. Breaking Free with Marilyn Shannon, Mondays 8 till 9 p.m. Reawaken Your Brilliance with Julie Seibert, Wednesdays 9 till 10 p.m. And if you tuned in too late, you can always watch each program in its entirety or download an MP3 audio file of it at www.nissancommunications.com. Sponsored by ThatVidBlasterGuy.com, CarolinaApparel.com, and DeltaForce.net.